This is a comedy podcast and should not be used as a primary source of information. We apologize in advance for offending any tiny persons, the undead, the country of France, and all other minority groups. Information provided should not be considered extensive research. Use as directed. This podcast can burn eyes. Follow application directions exactly. Do not use while sleeping. Safety goggles recommended. Do not eat this podcast. Keep out of reach of children. Never use a lit match or open flame near this podcast. May cause drowsiness. Use care when operating heavy machinery. Avoid placing this podcast in your crotch. Can cause urine to turn black. Once used rectally, this podcast should not be used orally. Loss of the ability to perform or enjoy sex and or painful erections that last for more than 4 hours are common while listening to this podcast. Other side effects include uncontrollable laughter, choking, fits of hysteria, diarrhea, anal hemorrhaging, constipation, bloating, sleepwalking, hallucinations, frequent alien abduction, excessive gambling, spontaneous combustion, blind spots, distorted vision, halos around lights, hair loss, unwanted hair growth, aggression, antisocial behavior, impulsivity, irritability, anger, anxiety, screaming, or self-harm.
But seriously, this show is not for anyone who is easily offended by strong language or graphic content. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Are you recording?
I am. You know what? Let me just...
Do you want to stop and make sure it's like...
Oh, it's definitely picking this shit up. It's garbage. No, but I did want to introduce us, I guess, because we're...
Oh, yeah, we're really bad at that.
We're really bad at that. And I guess this is it. This is what we're doing tonight.
Oh, okay.
This is it. So we are It's All Gone Terribly Wrong.
A podcast.
Let's see if we can do it. AO. Let's remember AO. Absurdities, oddities, and obscenities. Yay!
It's really sad we still don't remember it.
It's so hard.
Especially after a few drinks. And tacos.
And once again.
More tacos.
Bi-weekly Taco Wednesday at the Spanish Trail, aka The Office, with our good buddy, Dave Bain. We also happen to bring a friend along with us, Jon Sidwell from Our Brother podcast,
Sibling
Movie Night Autopsy.
podcast? Oh.
Cousin? Did you say cousin?
I said sibling.
Sibling, that's right, because we didn't want to be gender specific.
Yes. Say their name again, though, because I totally talked over you.
Our sibling podcast, Movie Night Autopsy, which you can find. I'm pretty sure I liked you on our page, so you can find their page through our page. We'll probably also include the link in our show notes.
Yes, definitely.
Check them out. Do you want to say a few words for our audience?
What is up?
I gotta move the shit. You're gonna have to say it all over again. Hold on.
I wasn't ready.
That's perfect.
I gotta put you on the spot.
Well, then I'll just leave the mic here and you let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, feel free to chime in at any time.
Don't feel pressure to introduce. You can wait and introduce yourself later and we'll just cut
Or
and
you
paste.
can, if you have any input while we're talking about shit, by all means.
Right? You got something now? Okay. All right, we'll get back to you. All right, so yeah. Oh, actually, I do have some things. I wanted to say housekeeping, but you hate that, so...
Yeah, we need another term for it.
Sorry. Well, let me just go over some other things that I needed to...
We need a term. What's it called?
I mean, business. We had some business to discuss. I mean, I've got a correction.
No,
and I've got...
that's... Mm-mm.
All right. Bye.
John just crept away.
He's got to come back. He left his hoodie.
He will be back.
All right. Well, I have corrections. I've got announcements.
Just call it biz.
All right. I got some biz for us.
Word, dude. What's your biz?
Let me take a noisy sip real quick.
Glug, 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 glug.
Blooper reel.
She just crushed that water bottle.
I mean, it's really thin plastic, so I felt stronger than I actually am. So
It looked cool.
it looked awesome.
It's unfortunate people didn't see it.
It's what prop work is like. All right. What did we call it? Our biz. Here's some biz.
It's so lame. We have to think of something better.
Somebody reach out to us. Like, we were just talking about how
Yes.
interactive you people are. We need you to interact. Write something. Even if it's terrible, I'll just be like, thanks for listening.
Yeah, help us out. Like, input, like, when you directly talk to us, that's awesome, but we also want it, like, on our social media. We need engagement.
Yeah. Share the funny with everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Be the first to tell me it's Jigsaw, Dina Moreno. Thank you so much. And whatever else. Well, that does bring me to, okay, so there's a couple of things. Somebody did reach out to me via in person.
Like we were saying not to do?
I know. That's my point. Like, they didn't. And honestly, for this one, I'm kind of grateful that they did put that in writing. But, okay, so I am not a smart person. I fake it till I make it. No. Sometimes,
isn't that like everyone? That's
right.
life, dude.
I hope so. I hope that this is a relatable episode. But
eyebrows.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't get over it. So, okay, sidebar real quick. Buddy, our most famous podcat, apparently had an incident and lost his eyebrows. Like,
he looks like a reverse Groucho Marx.
the entire spots above his eyes, like where his fur was. I have no idea how that happened.
I don't. I can't explain it.
But he looks
seems
really funny.
Fine. He just makes some pretty stupid expressions.
We'll try and post a picture. It's been hard to get one.
He's obviously shy of the camera for a very good reason. Yeah, so he just walked in and is going to partake of our correction. So he's going to enjoy me saying how dumb I am.
Who? John?
Nope.
Buddy?
John, you might enjoy me being so dumb. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm reading my notes, I'm like trying to just, do it, and I'll say something inaccurately and I don't even like think about it because I'm already thinking about the next thing I'm going to say.
That'll happen.
So apparently in the last episode, or one of the last episodes, the Great Mall of China, I said it was like 5,000 square feet. Well, clearly the largest mall in China is not going to be 5,000 feet, no matter how tall you build it. So I just wanted to be like, yeah, I realize that that's not a thing. And so to correct myself, it's actually the total retail floor area is 163 acres, which is 9.6 million square feet, with almost 7.1 million square feet of leasable space. So
that makes more sense.
Oopsie doopsie.
I thought about it when you said it, but I was just like, I went with it.
I didn't even hear it. It's like I mistyped it and I didn't even think about it. It didn't like register because I'm like already thinking about like, okay, you didn't fuck up any words there. Keep going.
Right.
So, okay. And also it's actually the largest shopping mall in the world in terms of leasable space. But as far as like total area, there's a mall in Dubai, the Dubai Mall. Mm-hmm. And it also has like non-retail spaces like a zoo, a theme park, and a hotel. So that's actually the largest.
But it's not a ghost mall, is it?
You're right. People actually go to that shit. Okay, so I also wanted to say this about the band that we introduced. Actually, a couple of bands that we've introduced in the past few episodes. I keep forgetting to bring this up. And we should make a bigger deal of this because it is coming up. I wanted to bring this up in the beginning of the episode so I don't forget. Mm-hmm. So the featured bands that we've had, Surrounder and Morona, as well as special guests Goodwin Rainier and Andrew Hines, they're all playing at Shizuko on February 8th. The doors open at 8:30 and admission is $5. So please go out and enjoy the bands. They've all been gigging for a while, so they're seasoned. You'll like them. It's a great time, and it's Shizuko. It's always a great place to be on a February 8th.
On February 8th.
Friday, but I don't even know if that's a Friday.
Yeah, we had mentioned that in one of the other episodes too, but yeah, for sure. I mean, Shizuko is like one of the best venues, places,
right?
bars,
since Sluggo's
food.
Rest in Peace, we got Shizuko.
Yep.
And yes, that is a Friday. Just looked it up. It's a Friday, so I was right.
We'll be there later.
Possibly.
No?
Sluggo's and the Handlebar.
Oh, yeah.
restaurant.
What
Ooh,
the
yeah,
hell?
and the handlebar, yes.
So when you chime in, you really chime in. Yes. Sluggos and the handlebar. What the hell is happening to Pensacola?
It's such a bummer.
Y'all care a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, however that, I don't know
Support
what that means.
support. Support our local venues, not just the freaking breweries everywhere.
Yes.
Not that I have
No,
anything against the
right.
breweries.
But we've got other places like the Spanish Trail where we had our Wednesday night tacos, just another plug that also leads into one little minor fact.
Yeah.
So wonderful Dave, who makes those tacos, gave us a fun fact.
Yes.
A fun fact. So in the last episode, I think, I did the Leningrad cannibalism, and he let us know that the character Hannibal Lecter was actually said to have survived the Leningrad siege and had to resort to cannibalism within his own family in survival, and that's why he is now an avid cannibal.
Right, that was his backstory.
Yeah, so that's freaking cool.
Pretty awesome.
I love that connection so much. So yeah, that's all I had as far as like notes, but yeah, definitely support local businesses. That is what, I don't know, that's like one of the things that, like the major things that we wanted to accomplish in our podcast, right?
Yeah.
Was promoting local bands, businesses, and, you know, just kind of like other podcasts like Movie Night Autopsy. When does your episode drop normally? Throughout?
We were consistent for a little bit, and then we're not really good at that. So
monthly.
We're just kind of, yeah, like we definitely put out something. Something comes out every week, but
weekly.
The number of episodes varies.
Okay, cool. We'll leave it as weekly. Check them out weekly.
Yes.
On YouTube, that is the best place to catch them. Do you have a direct domain, or is it
we're
linkable?
Still on the weird URL that
right.
you don't want to say.
We'll link it.
Yeah.
We'll link it in our show notes. For
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Well, that's another incentive to go ahead and subscribe, because once they reach 100, once they reach 100, then they will unlock special skills, like like in some sort of game. I don't know.
I was gonna say, like,
any game probably.
do heart filters or fireballs? Or...
No, I think you just get you get your special URL and.
Oh, that's not as fun.
No, it's great. People can just type your name in and find you on YouTube.
Tortoise shells.
Instead of like U635LB2633, you know, like no one remembers that.
And it's like 30 characters long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, so don't do that. All right, well, we are 14 minutes in. I think that's well, what do you have, actually?
I don't know why we quote the time stamps, because we
it's never accurate.
cut stuff out.
It's never accurate for you guys.
So don't.
It's really for my reference.
Word.
Yeah, like how much banter have we subjected you to?
It's not bad.
No, I know.
Have you
I think
ever
we're
heard?
funny.
We're so funny.
I laugh my ass off when I listen to these. I mean, I laugh my ass off.
I mean, as long as you enjoy it.
I mean, that's really, honestly, I don't give a fuck who's listening, because, like, I'm having a good old time.
There you go.
What were you saying? Hey, we love featuring local musicians. If you're a band or solo artist, please send us a MP3 file of your favorite original song. Tell us about yourselves and any upcoming show dates we can promote. Send your info to itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com. No apostrophe. Boom.
Boom. Have you ever heard if two dogs get in a fight, to break it up, you need to stick your finger in one of their buttholes?
No, but I could see how that would work. Wow. On that note, so mine's flexible. How long is yours?
I don't know.
Do you want to go first? Do you want to go second?
Is yours lighthearted?
Yes.
Oh, mine is too, kind of.
Oh.
Well, maybe not.
We're giving it
A little bit.
a light and airy episode. Okay.
Does yours have a happy ending?
Mine is segmented and has no particular negative nor positive meaning to it.
I'll go first.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordyn.
Hey, Rebecca.
Tell me a story.
I guess.
Oh, shit.
If I must.
I guess. God. I don't even know. I kind of don't like you that much.
I think we're in like a weird spot as far as booze goes tonight.
Yeah. There's some fluctuations in our podcast experiences. All kind of, it's transitional, but it's good. So we've got plans, things coming up. We've actually set a schedule for ourselves.
Yes.
Of things that we want to do. Most of it involves Patreon, so that all like the extra stuff, you're going to want to sign up for Patreon, not just to get the t-shirts, which are coming, we're designing.
Yes.
And additional merch that we're discussing at this point could be stickers, could be magnets, could be koozies, could be coasters, could
condoms.
be condoms. We talked about condoms.
Coasters.
That'd be hilarious. I mean, think about it. A condom that says it's all gone terribly wrong. That's wonderful. Wouldn't you want to use it? Wouldn't you feel safe and comfortable? Like, yep, that's the one I want to use.
I don't know if I would use it, but it would be really fun to have it.
Right?
Exactly. It's like a novelty thing.
Right. So, depending on how much that shit is, we still need your patronage, to make all this shit happens. To make all this shit happens. You know, I don't know. I went into some weird voice, but yeah.
What's new?
I know, really, what is new? That's when you know I've had just enough. But yeah, so Patreon, sign up, and you'll have the extras. But for
Extra
now,
videos, cat videos. If you like cat videos.
Who doesn't like a good cat video?
You can see Louie's eyebrow, or goddamn Buddy's eyebrows. My bad.
Buddy's eyebrows and Louie's belly button.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I showed you Louie's belly button.
Oh.
I even have a picture of it on my phone.
I totally forgot what the fuck.
Did y'all not know that cats have belly buttons?
No.
I didn't
had
know
umbilical
that
cords.
until I remember that.
Oh, they did.
So I know how to find them.
I just remember, yeah.
It's a little harder on Buddy.
Was that like one of the first nights we hung out and we had been drinking and you were like, let me show you my cat's belly button.
We're bonding. Look, and it's one of my hearts. I've hearted it. All right, so it's this thing. Oh, shit, sorry.
Oh, wow.
It looks like, okay, so the area around the nipple, well, no.
With the hair sticking up.
Basically, that's his his belly, and so it's like just a patch of no hair that's not a nipple on the middle, the center of their belly. So it's hairless. It's the only hairless spot that's on their stomach, and you can kind of feel a little dent, you know, kind of like a human belly button.
Show me a picture again.
It's adorable. I find it all the time.
Oh my god.
It's just one of my things. In fact, that's like a ritual that Buddy and I have in the mornings. Like, I'll wake up and before I get out of... Yeah, I said your name. And before I get out of bed, I like try to find his belly button.
Make sure it hasn't gone anywhere.
Just to annoy the shit out of him first thing in the morning. All right.
I'm going to start doing that with my cats now. That's going to be our next like cat compilation. It's going to be like pictures of all their belly buttons.
Everybody send in your cat's belly buttons.
Yeah. We want to see
not
them.
The actual belly button.
Oh, please don't do that.
Just send in the picture of the belly button. Hey, that would be awesome. I doubt it because, you know, we need people to actually get out there and do some legwork and like comment and like and share.
Oh, I thought you meant they need to do legwork as far as cats' belly buttons go.
Go find every cat belly button you can muster. I don't know. All right.
Raccoons and possums too.
Raccoons and possums work. I don't know. Do they have them? They probably do.
You just made like you said they all have umbilical cords, right?
I didn't say raccoons had umbilical cords. I have no idea how they are birthed. I assume, yeah. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know how those shits are born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back
Just transition. Hurry up and
stories.
transition into your story. Just do it.
All right. This is about, damn it. This is about
What is it about?
the golden turtle.
Oh, what?
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
They make those.
Yeah.
The golden turtle.
Just one. No.
Right? It implies that it's like the.
So it's a sacred, well, yeah, kind of sacred. Sacred. They're Colonian turtles today.
Colonian?
They're like soft-shelled turtles, but they get really fucking big. And they're, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the Vietnamese term for it, but they're known as the golden turtle. And they maintain like a high profile presence in Vietnam. Like they're good luck.
No. Is this why you're talking about Vietnamese food so much tonight?
Dude, oh my God. I'm so hungry.
They make food out of these things? Did
No!
I just jump the gun?
Oh my God,
Okay.
no!
All right. Okay,
I
good.
just told you they were sacred. Why would
Oh,
you
shit.
make
Well,
food
I mean, sacred means different and different.
Okay, fair enough. No, they don't eat them.
Okay, good.
Okay, so here's the backstory.
Okay.
In 1418, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. It's like Leloy.
Leloy.
Leloy. We're going to call him LL from here on out.
LL. Cool J. Ladies love.
Yeah.
Ladies love Cool J.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, never mind. Let's skip it.
He revolted against the Ming Dynasty, which had invaded and occupied Vietnam in 1407. And so for the first 2 or 3 years, he operated from his home province and like shit wasn't happening. So he decided to set up like a guerrilla campaign against the Chinese army, which is pretty hardcore considering it's the Chinese army.
Right.
So according to the legend, the gold turtle god, which I'm also not going to pronounce, lent his sword to
Just give him
LL.
a weird name. Kevin.
You and Kevin's.
It's a great name.
All right, Kevin the turtle god lent his sword to LL.
Can't take this seriously. All right.
And the stipulation was that he had to find it in two. There was like a challenge, so he had to. What? Have you heard this rap song before?
No, I'm just picturing a guy named Kevin and LL Cool J.
And there's just like a turtle hanging out
Right.
with him too.
Turtle racing. All right.
Okay.
You got the...
Yeah, okay.
Life?
So Turtle God was like, yeah, a sword. And he had to find it in 2 parts. So, fast forward, there's a fisherman called Lathan, LT, and he was like fishing and he kept like catching this piece of metal and was like, this isn't a fucking fish, and so he threw it back and then he kept catching it, and so finally he pulled it in and it was like this big ass glowing blade. So he was like, well, I guess I'll keep this. And then shortly after that he joined the rebel army of LL. And so he like rose up in the ranks pretty quickly, and then LL visited dude's house. And for whatever reason, when he took the blade, it lit up and it manifested the words, will of heaven.
The will of heaven.
So he's got this blade. And then shortly after that, one morning, they're like running from the enemy. And LL sees another light emanating from a banyan tree. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And he goes up there and it's the hilt. And so he has the whole sword now. So after that, it's like magic, obviously. So it brought him like victory after victory. Apparently it made him grow very tall and gave him the strength of 1,000 men.
Whoa.
Yep. So he was a badass. So he was finally victorious from Chinese rule and liberated Vietnam from the Ming occupation. And so it took 10 years of like this fighting for it to finally happen. So after that, he proclaimed himself king and established it as the Lei dynasty.
Of China?
What? Vietnam.
Vietnam, sorry.
Yes.
He's the king of Vietnam.
Yes.
Self-proclaimed king of Vietnam.
Because he had a magic sword and he fought them off.
You're right.
Yeah.
Who else has a magic sword?
That a turtle gave you at that.
Right? He's the only one. He must be the guy.
Yeah, which is interesting because a few historians, which obviously makes more sense when I say this anyways, but he had like a strategist, and they think that his assistant strategist person like came up with this story.
A PR campaign is what that was.
And then they
He had
spread
the sword from a magic golden turtle, and he's legit, y'all.
Yep. And so it like spread around to all the Vietnamese.
For sure.
And it kind of like led to even more of an uprising to the Chinese. And so that helped making it happen.
Snowball.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, he's
Smart.
a baller. And then one day after he's king, he's like chilling in a lake next to his like fortress castle. I don't know what the fuck it was then.
TP.
TP. And
Igloo.
I wrote, he was in a boat in the water and the turtle came and wanted his shit back.
Repossession, motherfucker. You didn't pay your bill.
So, Lele, LL, was like, this makes sense because if he kept it too long, then he'd be too strong and he'd be corrupt.
Oh, yeah.
So he gave it back to the turtle and the turtle was like, thanks, brah.
Brah.
And swam back into the depths of the lake. So, flash forward to 1967.
Oh my God, I was literally thinking 1970. I was like, but that's ridiculous. How could it jump so quickly? But go ahead.
So forever, I mentioned this, I think, but like the turtle's like a symbol of the country's independence and longevity. Like it's good luck, and it protects the capital because it took the sword back, and so that, you know, he couldn't fuck shit up after that. So for a while they were like, this shit's not real, blah blah blah. In 1967, a golden turtle died from injuries caused by an abusive fisherman. This part's really fucking sad.
Oh, no.
He was ortled.
What is
This is going to be a really good one. Rebecca's losing her shit right now.
I need a minute. All right.
That was a combination of the word ordered and turtle.
I can't breathe. That's great. That's real great.
So, he was supposed to get the turtle with a net and carry it, but instead he decided to hit it with a crowbar.
Oh my God! This turned so quickly.
I told you it was
One
gonna
minute
get...
I'm laughing hysterically, and now I'm crying. Wow, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, so that poor guy, oh, nope, girl, my bad.
It was a girl turtle?
It was a girl turtle.
Stop it. Okay, yep, you're definitely editing because I can't. Oh my God.
Fine.
Alright.
She weighed 200 kilograms, which says 440 pounds, but I'm not sure if that's like 100%.
God, that's a large
turtle.
turtle.
She was fucking huge. And it
440
says...
pounds? That's like an elephant,
yeah,
isn't it?
but no.
How much? Oh, it's
Elephants
1,000.
weigh
That's half
tons.
Yeah, but that's a half a ton, right? So like a baby elephant.
Yes.
That's like a baby elephant, right?
Yeah, John.
You're
Come
supposed to
on.
know everything. Google. Oh, I can Google it here. Go on.
Is it like a car, like a half a ton?
How
Yeah, I think
much
so.
is a
like
ton? I thought it was a
in
1,000
turtles.
pounds. Oh, it's 2,000 pounds. So I'm sorry. It's like a very baby elephant, like just
Like
out the womb.
A fetal.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So
Aren't you glad you waited for that?
so glad.
Go on.
She was 1.9 meters long, so she was a little over 6 feet.
Oh, but that is big.
Yeah, she's a big ass turtle.
Okay.
Yep. So
It's a grown man.
a 440-pound grown man.
No, I can just picture it. That's
Actually, I guess a grown man that tall that weighed that much would kind of look like a turtle.
right. That's what I'm saying. And like, wow. But also, is this real?
Yes!
These things exist? These large ass turtles?
I'm getting there.
Okay. I need to see pictures.
All right, so this turtle, this poor turtle. So they took her body though, and they preserved her and placed her in a temple that was near that lake. I would try and pronounce it, but
Yeah,
I don't
don't
think
worry
I'm
about
going to. Yeah. So that was 1967, and then in 1988, an amateur cameraman caught one on video, proving that they were elusive, but they still kind of existed. They kind of liken it to like the Loch Ness
Loch
Monster.
Ness Monster is what I was just saying. I was like, oh, it's prehistoric.
It's a fucking dinosaur.
Okay.
But they had one in the lake. Did I say that part? He named the lake Lele, LL. He named the lake, he named it the Lake of the Returned Sword after the turtle was like, I want my shit back. But then they also said that the lake was named just like Golden Turtle Lake. So, I don't know.
Golden
they
Turtle
all go
Pond.
hand in hand, yeah. So anyways, so 2011, there's a turtle in there, and his name translates to great-grandfather turtle.
Okay.
And he's
old?
assumed to be the last one in the lake. And so they like stay underwater a bunch, but he kept like surfacing more than usual. So they're like, something's wrong, like the water's not right.
Right.
And he had like cuts on his body and shit. And allegedly he ate a cat in front of a bunch of people.
Whoa.
I'm not sure how that went down, but they're
How
big
fast
fucking
is it?
turtles. If they don't have food because like the water's all gross and there's a bunch of pollution,
But how fast
maybe
is
that
it?
cat was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Poor baby.
And it was chilling, and it was just like, nah.
Do you have pictures of this thing?
Just look up
Great-grandfather
turtle.
Great-grandfather.
Or
Okay. Let's see what that comes up with. Great-grandfather.
they just look like really big soft-shelled turtles. Yeah, they're called golden turtles.
That's what I wanted to look up then.
They don't...
Oh my god.
Did it work? I just can't switch pages right now.
You know what? It looks like a hippo. Like a turtle.
But they've
size,
like got little skinny snouts, and they're cute.
A hippo-sized turtle.
I would want to take a ride on one.
It's a hippo-sized turtle.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Hippo-sized turtle.
That's a thing. That's ridiculous.
Wait, let me see. Yeah,
this man is riding it.
They have the cute little snouts too.
Idea.
That motherfucker ate a cat.
This thing happens. These things has happened. God,
Yep.
it's disgusting.
So he ate a cat because he was having a bad day, and
He was hungry.
yeah, he was hungry. In February, so they're like, the authorities are like, shit's fucked up. We need to save this guy. So they get a local turtle farm operator.
Sure, that's who I would call.
Called
Not Ghostbusters.
Ironically called Cat Group.
Oh no.
But it was KAT.
That's lame.
They had to like custom make a net to capture it.
Out of
So
steel.
they try to capture it, but the turtle made a hole in it and escaped. And I don't know why. This article, it says, an expert commented, it's hard to catch a very large soft-shelled turtle. Well, no shit.
Right? Who told you it was gonna be?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So then in March, he's still acting weird. He's like going to the shore to bask in the sun, which they usually don't do. And so finally in April, they like get him netted. They actually have to call the Vietnamese military in.
Whoa.
There's like 50 men or so that like finally pull him in. And that's the picture that you had pulled up of the guy.
The guy sitting on it?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So they got him and they put him in like the turtle. There's like a turtle tower in the middle of the island that they had made for LL.
A turtle type.
It's just like a little relic thing.
Oh.
So they made like a little area for the turtle to live next to him while they were taking care of him. I lost my place.
Take your time. Buddy, watch out for turtles.
Yeah, buddy.
Not just dogs now. Turtles.
His life just got
I know, it got so much more complicated.
Right?
So they take care of him. I feel like the sex is a little bit questionable because in this part of the article it says that they determined it was a female. So they might have just named it great-grandfather because they didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Anyways, we're going to refer to it as it from now.
She. Because I call everything
Okay,
she.
she. We'll refer to it as she. So her health gradually improved and they had to clean all the water up and shit to like let it back in. They let 60,000 fish into the lake so that it could go back and eat them. So that was in July of 2011, but like the environment started like
Deteriorating.
Yeah, again. So in 2015, it kept like surfacing. It says at least 6 times. Apparently, that's like enough for them to be like, if it's coming up this much, like there's something wrong. It's like stressed out or sick. And then sadly, in 2016, they found it dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
she was floating in the middle of the lake.
Oh, no.
She was believed to be over 100 years old. She's like a freaking dinosaur.
Yeah, well, a little bit
So-
further back, but yeah.
No, dinosaur.
100 years old? Yeah.
So it was a deeply tragic and environmental and cultural loss. It said people were concerned that it would actually have a super negative effect on Vietnam because
Right.
it was considered like so
Morale.
culturally significant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they still, so they have a museum there that they have put the
Bones.
OG turtle in from 67, and so they took the other one to Germany and preserved it and took care of it, and then they put it in there too. So they have like this big temple that like immortalizes them, and there's like all these fucking badass murals and everything. And
That's
but-
fucking cool.
yeah, some people say there's still other ones in the lake, like it's like a total like Loch Ness monster
It definitely
thing.
is at this point, but it gives us hope that maybe old Nessie does exist.
Yeah,
Maybe.
whatever she's supposed to be. A dinosaur thing, right? With paddles and a long neck.
Yeah. Dilophosaurus.
Long
No, I
neck
have no idea.
turtle.
I don't know my dinosaurs, sadly. But
Come on, John.
that sounds right. Oh, man. What else?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
She died.
We gotta go to Vietnam
I guess it is a
and
Vietnam.
fucking look at
You know what? Yeah.
this sweet ass
memorial.
turtle memorial.
The memorial. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And yes, definitely check out the pictures. They'll be on
Yeah, we'll post
Instagram,
pictures.
Facebook, YouTube. You'll check them out, and they are.
You will check them out.
You will check them out. And yes, they will be great.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. We need your feedback, likes, subscribes, and comments. Tell us what you think by emailing us at itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com, no apostrophe. Reach out to us on Facebook at Gone Wrong Podcast or on Instagram at It's All Gone Terribly Wrong. You can also find our episodes on iTunes by following our RSS feed guide found on Facebook or on our Libsyn website at itsallgoneterriblywrong.libsyn.com and by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Also, please, please, please sign up for our Patreon page and donate to our beard and weird obsessions.
Did you just say beard?
Is it beard? You want to say it again?
No, I thought you said beard and weird.
Do dicks and beards.
Beards and weirds.
Love you. Ooh.
Okay, done. Okay. Okay.
Oh man, I have to burp. I feel like I've been burping too much in episodes.
That's why I tried to stay away from the beers today. I had a gin and vodka tonic, a couple of them, and tacos. Many tacos.
So many tacos.
But they were good and worth it.
Yeah.
And worth it. And we're back. We're back. We'll have
Back
some
from
interesting
outer
ads or
space.
music. Wait, yeah.
Something place.
Find the yeah. We both know it by heart.
Yeah.
All right, so, shit. Are you ready to hear my story?
Shit, yeah, I am.
Okay, well, then I guess I'll tell you a story.
Tell me a story, Rebecca.
Couldn't have dropped any more
I'm
hints.
sorry.
All right, so we were discussing a few weeks ago in the Spanish Trail, where we seem to be, aka the office, all the time.
AKA fucking free tacos.
Free tacos. Every other Wednesday, y'all. So, anyway, we were talking about weird sayings. There was a patron that was sitting there. Let me pull up her name.
Yeah!
Did I put it?
I saved mine specifically to do it when we record, so.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this person is Sally. Her name is Sally. She just gave me Sally.
Holler.
But she also has Sally by the Seashore.
That's right. Yeah.
She sells jewelry. So yes, we were speaking to her. It was a Taco Wednesday, so it must have been 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about weird sayings. And the saying,
"Skin a cat."
Yeah, there's whatever many ways to skin a cat, and actually she provided a clip for us that I will enter right here.
It's recording. Who skins a cat? And why do you need to know more than one way to skin a cat? It's wrong. It's just wrong.
That just, brought my attention to, well, there's a lot of things that we say in our either American or English speaking culture that don't necessarily make sense, or as like in our generation we just say it out of convention, whether or not we actually know what it originally meant. It's just kind of like the overall feeling of it.
Yeah.
I just made a list of a few weird sayings, and honestly I came up with so many that I'm probably gonna just like make this like a recurring one, so I'm just gonna do like 5 today.
Okay.
And then there's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, I bet.
If you liked it. So the first one I have is, "And the horse you rode in on."
Yes.
Right. Do either of you know the etymology of that?
No, but I have heard "and the mother you rode in on."
Ooh. That's taking an old school insult and including your mama joke into it.
Right?
You modernized it. Okay, so as we all know, or should know, it's basically a way of saying screw you. And according to several online articles, including one by the New York Times Magazine, the phrase pops up around the late 50s. And I was going to say 1500s, and I was like, no, I'm going to catch myself and say, that's bullshit. That's not true. Okay, so it pops up around the late 50s as an insult used in the Bronx area. And the saying is said to have been shortened from the full version, which is expletive of your choice, like screw, fuck, whatever, hamburger you.
Sit on it.
Sit on it. Screw you. The white horse you rode in on, and your relatives in Brooklyn. So like this was like your mommy, your daddy, your bald-headed granny going beep 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 down Sesame Street. This was like their version of that. Back in the 50s. Expletive you of your choice. So it's your choice. The white horse you rode in on, and all your relatives in Brooklyn. And then a fun fact for you on this, that this, and supposedly in the background of the official portrait oil painting of Donald Reagan, who served as Secretary of the Treasury during the Reagan administration, relatives, obviously, not the same person, there is a book titled "And the Horse You Rode In On." So like that's the only book that's visible, or the title that's visible in this oil painting. This is like his official, that's what's still there.
I envisioned him sitting outside and there is a white horse in the background.
Right, no, it's just the title of the book. But there's another book that, okay, so I've looked at a couple of portraits from that say that they're Donald Reagan's official portrait, and I can't, there are bookshelves in both, but I can't read the books. So it might be one of those things where you have to like see the painting in person to be able to read what it says. But
It's in
like the
Braille.
images that I saw, I couldn't fucking distinguish any titles. But that is a rumor then. But there's another book that's like kind of like a biography, I guess, where it talks about how it's not so much an actual book. It's a favorite saying of his that he learned from a friend of his from Texas who had heard that saying in a poker game, which I think is so fucking Texan. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. I mean, it certainly does sound Texan.
Appropriate, yeah.
Yeah. So, the next one I have is Hell in a Handbasket.
Ooh.
Right. What the hell does that mean? So this obviously means the situation is headed for disaster or is going to deteriorate quickly. So like everything else on this list, the origins are muddled at best. It's thought to be an American phrase that perhaps first appeared in a, and I'm going to have to pronounce this phonetically, polemic or strongly worded essay. I've never heard the word polemic, but it sounds like an essay that people just write, like a slander, like I'm going to call you out kind of letter to the open public, whatever. Polemic, I guess. And this particular one is by Winslow Ayer, and it's from 1865. So this is like one of the first recorded instances of this use. Judge Morris of the Circuit Court of Illinois at an August meeting of Order of the Sons of Liberty said, "Thousands of our best men were prisoners in Camp Douglas, and if once at liberty would send abolitionists to hell in a handbasket." The end. Full stop. So that is the earliest recording, as of Google a few days ago. All right, so the reasoning for handbasket, like why do we go to hell in a handbasket, is most likely to do with just alliteration. Hell in a handbasket, just the way it rolls off your tongue. So the other variations, there are other variations that exist, such as going to hell in a handcart, or going to hell in a bucket, or going to hell in a Hummer, or going to hell in a handbag. So
In a Hummer?
I don't know. That must be super new. Because, yeah, I don't know.
Is it
It's
a
your
sexual innuendo?
Hummer? No, I think it's like the vehicle. Maybe. Ooh, I don't know.
I
Good
was
point.
unclear of that. I wasn't sure which way that was
Good
going to go.
point. Good point. So, the next one I have is the Buddy, cover your ears. Oh, he's gone.
Buddy, come back and cover your ears.
and then cover your ears, is more than one way to skin a cat. So I will actually talk about where this came from. Mm-hmm. So this means that there are many ways to do something, just anything in general. Mm-hmm. The original saying may have actually been the 17th century proverb, "There are more ways to kill a dog than hanging." So that was like an older version of it. I mean, meaning the same thing.
Yeah.
So it might just kind of like, I don't like dogs, I'll use cats in my analogy or whatever. So a similar saying pops up in the 1830s as, "There are more ways to kill a cat than choking it with cream." And I'm like, why would it choke on the cream?
Are you like force feeding it cream?
Like foie gras cat, I guess. I don't know. I know, it's really sad though. In 1854, the phrase shows up in the work Way Down East, or Portraitures of Yankee Life by Seba Smith. Portraitures of Yankee Life.
What is that about?
I wonder. It's the Way Down East. That's the other working title, I guess. It could have to do with fashion.
What?
Yeah. Well, the Leisure Hour, which is a magazine in like the 1879, talked about the practice of skinning cats for furs. But then they denied that they were doing it while the cats were alive. So apparently there had been reports of them doing this while the cats were alive.
Whoa.
Which is gross, and so there's that. So
That's just sad.
it's really bad.
Wait, so when like mink fur and fur coats were
Cats
super
are
popular,
cheaper.
they just used cats
Yeah,
instead.
that's that knockoff. Check your knockoff furs, y'all.
Don't get furs from China.
It might be cat. Just saying. Do you like cats? All right. So,
Yes, I do like
in general, do we like cats? Does God like cats? We all like cats. Be a cat, live a cat, do a cat. No, not do a cat.
Don't do cat.
All right. Anyway,
Cat.
podcat. Similar sayings include "all roads lead to Rome," which is another saying, which I thought that meant something different, but I guess, yeah, it could mean that. There's more than one way to cook an egg. There's more than one way to crack an egg. There's more than one way to peel an orange, which there's only one way, and it's difficult as fuck. Difficult and messy. And then, of course, PETA stepped in and offers a replacement phrase, then, because they don't want people to think about skinning cats. So they want you to say more than one way to peel a potato, because potatoes don't have feelings.
They might.
I feel like
Really,
they cry.
it could
They
be.
have
There's
eyes.
more than one way to do anything. What are some other options here?
Well,
I'm not feeling creative. Nope, I need more. I need you to like come up with one on the spot, please.
There's more than one taco in this belly.
I think it's supposed to be there's more than one way.
There's
more than one way to take a poop.
There's more than one way to get a taco in this belly? I don't know.
There's more than one way to break up a dog fight.
Oh, yes. That's a good one. There's more than one way to... No, that's a good one. Let's leave it there.
Okay.
Say it again.
There's more than one way to break up a dog fight.
Boom. Yep.
Oh,
It's been a while since we've done that, so... no one has a can to crack. Oh, that would have been a good time.
I could use one too. Shit.
Well, do you want to pause?
No.
We're doing all right.
Go for it.
Okay. The next one I have is with bells on. Have you ever said that? I'm going to be there. I'm going to do that with bells on.
I honestly heard that not too long ago, like just a few years ago for the first time.
I'm pretty sure
and was really fucking confused.
Like, actual bells? Well, it means that you are actually eager and ready to participate
Right.
in whatever it means.
I gathered that.
So that's what it means. And so it's probably another American phrase from the late 19th, early 20th century. One of the earliest records of the phrase is from a report of a boxing match.
Excuse me.
In the Oakland Tribune of June 1904. And in the report of the boxing match, this is possibly between James Jeffries and Jack Monroe. So the quote is, "Jeff will without a doubt be in good condition by the last of the month, and barring further accidents will be there with bells on." So this is him showing up to a boxing match, which I don't think dangling bells from yourselves is like very masculine and like it's intimidating. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could fight somebody with like this jingling all over the place. I don't know. But anyway, he did win, so it must have worked out for him. So the bells worked for him. Another possible origin is that traveling salesmen would attach bells to their horses, or the horse-drawn carriages that could be heard by the villagers as he's like rolling into town.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so let people know, hey, I'm here. Let's conduct business, and then I move along.
Going back to cats. Cats have collars with bells.
Yep, that's true too. They always seem so eager to be where they're at. Except for mine, they seem indifferent. But yeah. So similarly, horses would be adorned with bells for parades. Mm-hmm. So in a particularly festive manner. So that could be another origin contender. You know, like if you're just like, I'm going to be there so festively. I'm going to be like a horse with bells on. I don't know. Well, that's what I read. So fuck you if it's wrong. All right. Well, the next one I have is a red scent, which I was a little nervous to do this one because I thought it had some sort of racist, I don't know.
Oh, that's not where my mind went.
Kind of etymology
You
to
said
it, I
red,
guess.
right?
Yeah, like a red scent. So I was like, I wasn't sure if it meant like, okay, so it actually means the most, so it's most commonly used as like, it's not worth a red cent. So that means it's worthless. Whatever it is worthless. So I was like, a red cent that's worthless, because I knew that that's what it meant. I was like, does it mean like Russian? Like
I've never even heard that term before.
Not one red cent?
No.
I'm not giving him. I'm
Have
not
you
giving
heard
him a
that
penny.
before?
I'm not giving him one red cent.
John, have you heard that? No.
Okay, well, I'm elderly, so.
Oh my god. Red, like the color red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So it actually comes from. Okay, so that's how I always heard it, was like, I'm not giving you one red cent or whatever. You know, like, I don't know.
Do they all say it like that?
Yeah, it's like with that mid-Atlantic kind of accent. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was Russian, and then somebody was like, does it mean Native American? And I was like, oh shit, because they do have that, like, I don't know, maybe it is Native American. Maybe that's the racism that I'm implying here. But no, it has nothing to do with either of those.
Good.
At all. So it actually comes from the fact that in about 1856, the 1 cent coins switched from 100% pure copper to 88% copper and 12% nickel. So the 100% copper were like the red. That's what they were just known as, the red cent.
Okay.
And then, fun fact, once the coins were, the 1 cent coins weren't called pennies until 1908. And that's when it was like the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's death. And they added the likeness of Lincoln to commemorate the occasion.
Huh.
So they weren't always called pennies.
Fancy.
But that's long, 1 cent coin. How many 1 cent coins am I going to get? I don't know. It's just one extra word you can do without. All right. So that is what I have for this edition of Weird Sayings. But I do have quite a bit more. And I'll probably continue this because it's like an interesting topic that I normally like to consider. Ending notes I got for today. I just want to again feature the bands Surrounder and Morona, as well as guest artists Godwin Rainier and Andrew Hines at Chizuko, February 8th. Doors at 8:30, admission $5. Just want to make sure that is out there.
Do it to it.
So that's really all I got. Boom, 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 boom.
Do you have any fun stories from this week?
Fun stories? Do you want to do
Your
a Gross
personal
America?
life? No, you.
I
feel like we didn't banter much. We were kind of like,
we're at an hour.
yeah. True. I guess after
We have no band.
editing the last one, that was like an hour and 45 minutes.
Well, actually, we can share some good news. Good
What's
news,
that?
good news, good news
Good
to
news,
our
good
to our
news.
listeners. We were accepted for passes to Pensacon.
Pensacon.
So we officially have an episode lined up that will be Pensacon specific. We have two interviews that we're excited to bring you. We're going to bring back Troy Moon, who has covered Pensacon since its beginnings. So we're going to tour around and get some insight and some memories from him. And then we're going to speak with local illustrator and vendor Dave Bain and see what he's got going on with his art and talk to him about his Pensacon experiences. And hopefully we'll pick up with some of the con goers and do some quick videos for our Patreon listeners.
Yeah, definitely videos for
subscribers.
Patreon listeners, subscribers. Maybe we'll get lucky and be able to
Some swag?
interview other
Oh.
guests.
I promise too
And
much.
that'll be on Patreon. Nope, swag too.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there might be a chance that we can get one of the celebrity guests. Who knows? It's TBD.
I mean, shit, who's gonna be there?
Oh, man, there's so many
Tara
people.
Reid,
Tara Reid, Kevin Sorbo.
Joey Fatone,
There's so many. There, William Shatner.
Bam Margera. No, William Shatner's pretty cool.
God damn it. What's his name?
The Red Power Ranger.
Generations #2.
I don't know. Some dudes from
Jonathan-
Venture Brothers. I honestly don't know anything about any of this.
Whatever. Anyway, there's so many good
There's
people.
good guests, though. There really
Check it
are.
out. Yeah. Check it out. Actually, we'll probably link it because we know that we'll be doing something with them.
Yeah, and speaking of feedback, you have over a month if you want us to like try and talk to someone or do anything in particular there, send us shit. Email us.
Oh, yeah. If there's somebody you especially want to know from, see
There's
from.
something you want to see because you're not able to go, like,
we'll do our damnedest.
message us on Facebook or email us at itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com.
Right.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm glad you remembered our stuff because I probably couldn't have. Well, that's always linked in our show notes, so if you need a reference on that, please look that up. Please like, subscribe, comments, even if it's just LOL, like just LOL. Is that so hard to do?
But we want input too. Like, we really want input.
That's a gateway. LOLs are gateways.
Okay.
They're gateway drugs.
Yeah.
Gateway comments.
Get your LOL on then.
We really don't have a band this week, so
No, maybe we'll get one.
whoop whoop whoopsie doodle. If we do, we'll add it here.
We'll add it in there.
Bye. Oh, just kidding. Start it.
Until the next time, it all goes terribly wrong.
I'm Rebecca Carlson.
And I'm Jordyn Stock.
And I am Jonathan Sidwell.
Boom, 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 boom.
And we're sorry.
sorry. No music.
There's gonna be music. Sing
music.
some.
Yeah.